Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome into our latest TDR Cannabis in 5 presented by Dutchie. I am your host, Shad Dales, and wow, what a week it's been so far as we're breaking down yet again why intoxicating hemp just got banned and how whiskey, politics, and legacy power plays are driving the narrative here. Now, before we get into today's episode, a quick reminder that it's powered by Dutchie, the tech plug for cannabis retail. From point of sale to e-commerce, Dutchie helps dispensaries run smoother, faster, and smarter. So if you're in the game, Dutchie is your cheat code. Their tech leads the regulated cannabis industry, and if you want to learn more, visit business.dutchie.com. All right, let's get into today's episode. We've already covered the messy side of intoxicating hemp products that weren't tested, weren't labeled, and were crossing state lines. That's the old news. Now let's move into the new news. And what's getting more attention now, and rightfully so, is the alcohol lobby's role in pushing this ban across the finish line, because they play a big role. So this isn't some backroom theory. It's being talked about in policy circles, trade groups, and even on the Senate floor. What is it? Well, the whiskey industry saw hemp cutting into their market share, and they weren't about to sit back and watch it all happen. Far from it. So based on all this, let's now zoom in on Kentucky. It is the bourbon capital. Here are 5 whiskey brands right now that are feeling the pressure because of hemp. One is Heaven Hill. Domestic sales are slipping, exports hit by tariffs. Next is Four Roses, losing younger drinkers to cannabis and hemp. Then you've got Wilderness Trail, sold under financial strain, and Rabbit Hole, expansion plans iced. One last company is Buffalo Trace, inventory issues and margins that are being squeezed. So U.S. whiskey sales right now, they dropped 1.8% last year, and hemp was starting to look like the cooler, cleaner alternative. So the bourbon lobby saw the writing on the wall, and guess what? They hit the panic button and called up Senator Mitch McConnell. So let's be real in all this. Alcohol lobbyists are some of the most seasoned operators right now in Washington. Groups like the Distilled Spirits Council and Wine and Spirits Wholesalers of America, they definitely have deep ties to lawmakers, especially in states like Kentucky, Tennessee, and Texas. So they really know how to frame a threat, how to fund a campaign, and really how to get language inserted into bills, and they do it quietly. And when intoxicating hemp started trending, they didn't just sit there and complain. They got into action and they mobilized. They framed it as a public health risk, but make no mistake, this also was about protecting market share, plain and simple. Now let's enter in, as I said earlier, Senator Mitch McConnell, Kentucky's political heavyweight, and he needs no introduction. He made sure the hemp ban landed in the funding bill in an effort to get the government back reopened. Why? Because hemp was indeed threatening Kentucky's whiskey economy. And here's also the twist as well. McConnell, he's retiring, and there's a quiet rule in the Senate that's going on. When a senior senator retires, they get one last bill passed. And what is that bill? It's the hemp ban. And that, my friends, is a mic drop. A final favor to the bourbon lobby. And let's not forget, McConnell was also the architect of the 2018 Farm Bill that legalized hemp in the first place. So this isn't just a policy reversal, it's a full circle moment. And let's be real, it's also strategic in all this. So where's the fallout in all this? Well, for hemp entrepreneurs, this is definitely a gut punch, putting it mildly. Many of them built businesses around Delta-8 and other legal cannabinoids, thinking they were operating within the law. Now they're in legal limbo. Revenue is going to be gone eventually and no clear path forward. What they do know is they've got a year on the clock. And the worst part, they weren't taken down by regulators. They were taken down by legacy alcohol interests protecting their turf. But again, as we've said, we saw this coming because, yes, there are a lot of good actors, but the bad actors definitely got the lasting reputation and lasting message on Congress in all this. So it is a tough break for many in the hemp industry that we're doing it the right way. So now here's the real question. Could this be a preview of what the cannabis industry could experience later on down the road leading up to the midterms? Because really it's something worth talking about. Why? Well, if alcohol lobbyists can help kill hemp, what's stopping them from blocking cannabis reform? Imagine federal legalization gaining steam, then boom, same playbook. Lobbyists frame cannabis as a threat to public health or to youth or to workplace safety, though the cannabis industry has a lot of ammo to back that up. Proper testing, proper labeling, no interstate commerce, they're paying taxes through 280E, so it's a lot different from what the hemp industry was actually executing. They found a loophole, they ran with it, but those days are now over. So yes, I think there's plenty of ammo the cannabis industry can counter with these alcohol lobbyists if they indeed say it's a public health issue. But they could view it as well as youth or workplace safety. They don't need necessarily to win this argument, they just need to slow it down. We've already seen this with safe banking getting stalled and with Schedule 3 being floated as a compromise that helps pharma but leaves small operators behind in all this. So this really could be not just about intoxicating hemp, it's about who gets to own the future of chill. So really the cannabis industry, they need to watch its back. Why? Because the whiskey lobby, they just showed how it's done in all this. So to quickly recap here today, one, the Kentucky whiskey is losing market share. That is something we've known for a while. Also, Senator Mitch McConnell, he used his final move to protect it. As well, intoxicating hemp, it just got banned. And cannabis, it could be next in line. We need to be careful of this, as the cannabis industry needs to watch their back and be prepared for this. So this wasn't just a policy shift, it was a power flex. If cannabis wants to win, it needs to learn from hemp's takedown and get ready for the next fight. Because really, the next time a bill gets passed, let's say at 2 a.m. just to keep the lights on, it may have language that reshapes the entire cannabis industry. 2026 is going to be a telling year for cannabis reform. It makes sense. You've got a lot of transparency now where the bad actors of hemp are now gone, and it could pave the way for rescheduling. But you can bet on alcohol lobbyists not going down without a fight. So that's it for our latest TDR Cannabis in 5 presented by Dutchie. I am your host, Shad Dales. If this hit home, smash that subscribe button right now, drop a comment below, and share it with someone who still thinks whiskey and weed don't compete. Love to get your feedback. Until then, I'll catch you next time, everyone. Enjoy your day, and we'll see you next time on the latest TDR Cannabis in 5 presented by Dutchie. Thanks for watching.